Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third public information meeting for the NEPA design phase of the Arlington Avenue Bridges Project. I am Judy Tortelli, Project Manager for the RTC. You are watching a pre-recorded presentation that will run until June 30th. This third public information meeting does not have an in-person event. At the end of this public information meeting is a link to provide your questions and comments. Due to the amount of information I want to share with you, the material is broken up into 5 mini presentations. This will provide you the flexibility to choose which topics you want to learn more about. This mini presentation includes the public input received about the Truckee River Whitewater Park. This slide summarizes the comments we received regarding impacts to the Whitewater Park. There was concern about the safety and functionality of the Whitewater Park based on the new pier configuration of the North Bridge. Multiple people suggested involving the original Whitewater Park designer to help reconfigure the park features approaching the new pier. People were also concerned about having access to the river during construction and having safe places to exit the river. We also received several comments taking this opportunity to make improvements to the Whitewater Park. The purpose of this project is not to make enhancements to the Whitewater Park. However, RTC will mitigate impacts to the Whitewater Park associated with the new pier configuration that will exist when the North Bridge is reconstructed. To that end, RTC has hired Recreational Engineering and Planning, the original Whitewater Park designer, to update the design of the Whitewater Park upstream and downstream of the North Bridge. These updates are intended to preserve the safety and functionality of the park after the new bridge is constructed. The Whitewater Park design incorporates the following elements. Immediately upstream of the bridge, modifications to the existing drop structure slightly reorient river flow from its current position. This includes shifting the drop structure to the center of the channel and angling it to divert flow left of the proposed new bridge pier. Portions of the existing rock grouting along the river edges and surrounding the drop structure are planned to be replaced and reset. The design and construction will focus on having no exposed sharp rocks or riprap along the river banks. Recontouring the channel between the upstream and downstream drop structure on either side of the bridge is included. During design, the Carson-Truckee Water Conservancy District voiced concerns about sediment accumulation in this area. An island has formed between the North Bridge and the upstream drop feature due to sediment deposition as the river flows through the channel. Recontouring the channel includes removing this island and sediment that has built up. The pool at the end of the upstream drop structure will be deepened and regraded to improve functionality and recreational safety. Modifications along this 330-foot stretch of the river will help keep kayakers from being directed into the new pier and alleviate eddy currents that are causing sediment deposition. The Whitewater Park designers will conduct a post-construction evaluation of the entire park. RTC is planning for construction during 2025 and 2026 and anticipates that one bridge will be constructed at a time. To facilitate construction of the bridges, the water beneath the bridge will be diverted to the other channel of the Truckee River to create a dry work zone. The window for channel diversions to facilitate this work is between July 1st and October 31st, per Carson-Truckee Water Conservancy District requirements. This window may be extended through November depending on river flows during each construction season. The North Channel is larger and accommodates more water flow than the smaller South Channel. During construction, the feasibility of diverting all river flows to the South Channel will be evaluated. If needed, an alternate path for the North Bridge is to construct the bridge in 2 phases with more localized river diversions. Wingfield Park will be closed during the 2-year construction duration. Public access to the river and Whitewater Park will be maintained for the majority of the construction duration, when safe for the public and workers. However, the proposed river diversion plans restrict public access to one channel or the other during in-channel work for bridge construction. Locations for put-ins, and takeouts within the project area during construction will be identified in conjunction with river diversion plans and specifications. Public safety will be paramount in developing the plans and approach for managing river access during construction. This information will be shared with the public at the fourth public meeting prior to construction beginning. When river diversions are not in place, the public will have access to both river channels. However, restrictions to public access may be necessary for safety-critical bridge construction activities over the river. RTC will coordinate closely with the City of Reno and the Whitewater community to develop communication protocols in the event of short-term duration river access restrictions. The contractor will be required to install overhang forms and debris netting on bridges if work is performed over the water. Prior to implementing short-duration river access restrictions, the contractor will establish a safety-critical zone in the vicinity of the bridge construction activities, and public access restrictions to this zone shall be enforced. Also, prior to construction, RTC and the city will keep the public apprised of recreation facility closures, access restrictions, and available river access locations. Temporary signage will be placed along the Truckee River to alert recreationalists of construction activities and provide sources of information on the project and potential river access restrictions. A public communications plan will be developed and implemented in coordination with the City of Reno that includes measures to keep the public apprised of recreation facility closures, access restrictions, and available river access locations during construction. These measures will include, but are not limited to, signage within the project limits, signage and wayfinding at upstream river access points, coordination and communication with recreation outfitters, stakeholder email updates, social media outreach, and press releases. Here is an example of how the water would be diverted to the south channel of the Truckee River to create a dry work zone for the construction of the North Bridge. As I mentioned previously, locations for put-ins and takeouts within the project area during construction will be identified in conjunction with development of river diversion plans and specifications, which are currently in progress. One idea the team is developing is to allow river access via the west end of Wingfield Park, utilizing the pedestrian bridge connecting the west end of Wingfield Park to West First Street. Here is an example of how the water would be diverted to the north channel of the Truckee River to create a dry work zone for construction of the South Bridge and maintenance access ramp along Island Avenue. As I mentioned previously, locations for put-ins and takeouts in the project area during construction will be identified in conjunction with development of river diversion plans and specifications, which are currently in process. One idea is to allow river access via the west end of Wingfield Park in coordination with the pedestrian bridge that connects the west end of Wingfield Park to First Street. Here is the link to the survey where you can submit questions or comments, stay informed by joining the email list, and tell us what construction information updates you'd like to receive. The survey will be open until June 30th. Once it's closed, the team will compile the questions and comments received, and responses will be posted back on the website in August of 2023. You can also check out the project website anytime to get the latest information. That's at www.arlingtonbridges.com. Thank you for your participation, and please complete our survey to provide your input by June 30th.